from turning in his paperwork, we're going to be stuck to chat room questions only, I guess.
Chat room questions only? Well, I don't know about chat room questions only. I guess you got to do what you got to do.
That's how you go forward, bro. You just put your head down and you just you just go. It's too late now. Kevin's already gone, and the phones were forwarded to me, so I don't understand what the problem is. Because
the phones were forwarded to you?
Yep.
And you're not able to answer the phone and add it to my show here? Is that correct?
No.
That's not correct, or it is correct?
No, that is correct.
You're not able to add a phone call?
No, not as long as there's that transfer button.
Okay. Well.
Because I'm having the same thing you're having, so either it looks like they're calling me personally or...
Yeah.
So the 347 number's not working?
Well, let me apologize. I apologize to my callers for putting out that number, and then you can't call in. You know, I don't even understand the process, or what's going on. But
hang on a minute.
That's what I asked you. Did they get this to go?
I don't know, but I can continue to talk, and I guess you could ask them to drop the questions in the chat room. But guess what? You can't get a real good conversation. You can't get a conversation going about what we're talking about.
I don't know why they went to this way of producing. They just want to rip around.
I don't know. This is like sabotage.
Right.
Welcome to Revolution Radio at freedomslips.com. We are a user-supported website. What does that mean to you? We are not funded by the corporate machine. We will always strive to give you the truth, always give you an opportunity to respond, rebut, contribute. I'd like to ask you all to visit our homepage, see all the things that are there. Your donations not only fund the radio station, but they keep alive the website, which supplies you with archives, a forum, a great library where you can download documents. There's a survival store. You can learn how to build a tribe, learn how to home camp, how to build a bug-out bag. There's a survivor blog. There are links to weather, news, space information, government documents, the seismic activity that's going on in the globe, air and water information, news about our Earth in general, whether it be the magnetosphere or the radiation, links all over the place, all over the world, HARP information, T-shirts and stuff. The swag store is a wonderful place just to get a little memento. Make sure that you're with us in the chat rooms as well, and you have your choice of Java or Flash chat. And be sure to check out the Crow's Nest, where our financial advisor, the Crow, keeps you updated on any financial news that may affect your finances today. Thank you, and make sure you're with us for all the live shows. Check the schedule. There is a link for that as well on the left-hand side of the homepage. And we exist today only because you have done one of the following things: donated via the PayPal button, mailed a check directly to...
Hello?
Caller 604.
Hey.
Hey, what's happening?
It's One and Deb.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, is this just in time?
No,
this is
SJ.
Sunshine Jim, or as you know me, SJ.
Hey, SJ, how are you today?
Hi, love. How are you?
I'm fine. I need to get these people calling in so I can hear what they got to say, because you know I got an objection to everything.
Well, I am a poop disturber. That's my role in life.
Right.
You there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still listening.
I didn't hear a shocked reaction. Wait a second.
Okay, go there again.
Well, rather than be silly, which is a lot of fun, and I love you guys, and it's fun just to have you here. Part of the reason that this all exists is because people need company. They need a companionship. They need to know there's other people out there doing stuff.
Right.
So one of the things I've noticed is, for all the interest in Occupy Wall Street, we haven't had that many straight-in connections with friends there. Well, I've got a friend that lives in New York, and I asked him, I said, look, everybody's confused about what these guys want. Would you talk? He's been going every day. So I said, when you're talking there, could you note down what people want, what they want, their real demands, right? Mm-hmm. So I've got a list of the real demands that he got from people as individuals. Are you interested in hearing that?
Yes, I'm interested because I just want to know what direction they're.
That he got from peoples as individuals?
Yeah, he was talking to people that were at the Occupy Wall Street rallies, the whatever they're calling it now currently, but basically to the huge groups of people that were there. He said several thousand people that he saw, and he just walked in and basically stayed in one area when he was doing this particular day.
I'm not really interested in that. I'm interested in knowing what are the demands of the group as a whole, or the movement. What are the demands that they're demanding from Wall Street and Washington, D.C., that they're demanding that they act on in order to stop the protests and et cetera.
Or else.
Yeah, or else.
Right. I want to know who decided to start this and what was their thoughts
let me tell you
when they started this, because
Look.
I could go out there and demand that I don't have to pay taxes, but do that mean that that's really going to be feasible?
Right. That's why I'm not interested in the individual. You can go up and ask Joe Blow, and then and the next Joe Blow and Susie Wong and everybody else what they want, but that's none of what's going to be presented or whatever. Or
if they came out today and said, who's the ringleader? What do you want? Do they got a piece of paper?
Let me tell you something right here about this movement. This anti-Wall Street protest, they say it took off from a Canadian idea. Okay? Some influential Vancouver-based magazine was the first to call for a people's occupation of New York Financial District movement expanding to other cities.
Yeah, that's one version of it.
Yeah, some guy named Kali Lazen.
Right.
Says he's astounded that his idea took off and a few others hatched it in Vancouver. And it's not. Yeah.
I think that's a very interesting story, but like everything else, there's a tremendous amount of confusion over what is the story. And I think a lot of the folks that are currently involved with talking to the people, like the People's Telephone, People's Telegraph, whatever they're calling it currently, where they talk and then repeat and then talk and repeat. So people that are 200 yards away can actually tell what is being said at the speaking platform. So it is organized in that sense. And people, I think, are doing, I think what this is a whole 2 or 3, maybe 4 or 5 generations of people getting to know each other and learning how to relate to each other just in the fact of being together.
Yeah.
So number one, there's some good coming out of this, no matter how disorganized or how many threats to its unstated function there are.
So
what I did was get a person that was going there to talk to the people there and get an idea of what they wanted from this.
Tell me, SJ, what was it? What do they want?
It's a pretty big list, man.
But I'm saying the list is all over. It's all over the map, man.
Well, this one's pretty specific, and I think really well focused. And part of it is because the person they were talking to is a brilliant young man in his 30s, a good friend. I've known him for a lot of years. Anyhow, here's what he got when he asked people what folks really want out of this. And so let me just go through the list. One is the immediate replacement of Gethner with Stiglitz. a transaction tax, the restoration of Kennedy-era taxation rates, the restoration of the Glass-Steagall Act, the abolition of all free trade acts, the repeal of all right-to-work laws, the restoration of tariff rates of about 5%, the mandatory union membership for all employees working in companies of 1,000 or more employees, the replacement of stock option compensation for executives with traditional salaries, the replacement of minimum wage laws with living wage laws.
SJ.
Hold on a second, I'm almost done. Medicare for all, free education for all qualified through the first 4 years of college, 10% reduction after inflation of the Pentagon budget per decade, 10% per decade closure rate of all overseas bases, no military action without congressional approval, nationalization of the energy sector, or we will, and then there's a lot of dots after that, and well, there's the rub, right? Or we will what?
We will what?
Yeah, we will what? Well, I'll tell you what I would do if I was really irritated at a bunch of people. I'd make sure they couldn't go about any of this comfortably.
SJ, with that list of demands, whatever they're talking about they will do, they're going to have to do it. Because none of those demands, I don't see any of those demands being met.
And rightly so, because you realize that we're up against what is, in effect, in reality, a fascist government.
Exactly.
Yeah, well,
and you're not going to get anything that they ask for without an AK-47 and a whole lot of.
Right.
Well, I don't agree with that, but on the other hand, I know that is often resorted to.
Land in the park is not going to get it for you. None of that.
I mean, this sounds like, they're saying, well, we're the people that's going to support us. We're the black people, we're the Hispanics because we can get this done. Let me tell you this. I ain't heard nothing. I would be willing to sleep in the park for right now.
I don't even know. I don't even understand this movement at all. How can you get anything laying in the park?
Well, I'll tell you.
And obeying laws. How you
right now? Right now, you've got one going on in Detroit.
Right.
October 21st is supposed to be in Detroit down there at Hart Plaza. They want to stay out of the way. They don't want to impede any traffic. They just want to stay down there at Hart Plaza and just hang out in the mall there. Well,
I'll tell you what would really ring my bell is if you would go down there and talk to those folks and get an idea of how uncoordinated this is.
Yeah.
We are going just to see what's going on.
I think it's going to be a very interesting report. I will definitely be here for that one.
Yeah.
I want to do a flip side to this because I want to know, I just want to go down and see what they're talking about, man.
And to get a sense of who they are, what they are, and what they think about what to do. One of the reasons why I think a lot of this hasn't coalesced is because people are really getting a feeling for who they are. They're looking at each other and going, well, if this gets really nasty, is that person going to be a sleeper agent or something? I mean, they're working through the phonies is what they're doing.
They got agents laying in the park down there with them, already.
Oh yeah, but I tell you, what people do reveals what they're thinking. And I don't think those guys are slick enough to fool everybody that's down there. I mean, we got people that are young and sharp, and we got people that are old and experienced, right?
Yeah. Caller 228, go ahead.
228?
Hey, this is Alicia.
One at a time. 228. Caller 228.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm not sure if I'm 228 or not.
Yeah, you're 228, 1228. That's your area code.
Okay, thank you. I didn't want to interrupt anybody, and
get them off hook here. But I just wanted to mention that in listening to the show and your speaker, I was very intrigued that you are actually going into fantasy and imagination here and attempting to figure out what these people are doing.
Yeah.
And if that is what you're going to do,